Once there's a political agreement as a result of dialogue, when there's a genuine commitment to let the commission work independently, when all the commissioners and staff truly commit to serving the country rather than partisan political interests, and when we work together to create a conducive environment for Kenyans to express their sovereign will, then I can truly be confident of the possibility of having a credible presidential election. Only then can I commit to serve as the National Returning Officer in order to deliver a free, fair, and credible election. As the referee, I want to issue a stern warning to the players of this game on all sides that they should stop all attempts to interfere with the process. Failure to do this will result in consequences, as I've made up my mind to uphold the Constitution and the will of the people of Kenya, regardless of threats, intimidation, and pressure. No one side is absolved from this, and that's why my warning goes to all parties involved. Let my commission and I do our job, and we shall deliver. Interfere as we have been doing, and we shall get stuck as a country. Anyone who truly loves this country will not want it to be destroyed by the ambitions of a few people. I love this country, which is why I've chosen to address you today. I'll not allow anyone to destroy this country as long as I'm the referee of this contest. Let me close by reminding all of us that peace is the end result of all things being done in an open and transparent manner. It's the result of the winner and the losers understanding why they won and why they lost without their confidence in the process wavering at all. Peace is what we get when losers have faith in the transparency and fairness of the process and get inspired to work harder next time. Peace is what we get when the supporters of the losers are satisfied that the process was fair and transparent. Peace is what we get when the winner did not have to help the process. Peace is what we get when we embrace true democracy, where a nobody can become somebody without knowing anybody. If Kenya burns, it will be because we have not addressed these issues, and because we have created an Orwellian society where some are more equal than others. Never forget the fact that the people for whom it burns all have the resources to relocate their families abroad in a minute. The people who will suffer are the innocent people of Kenya, whose lives would have been permanently altered because of the inability of the people they look up to as leaders who have refused to dialogue. When we do things right, we'll get the right things. I know that there are elements who would love nothing more than to hear me announce my resignation at this point. In reality, that will be the easiest thing to do, but we all have to put our country first, and that's why I'm determined to make this country work. Ironically, the very people, the political leaders that are supposed to build the nation have become the greatest threat to the peace and stability of the nation. And so today, let me be very clear that I'm giving a yellow card to all the political leaders in this country. I'll not tolerate the threats on my staff anymore. I'll not tolerate the interference in the commission anymore. Kenyans are paying a lot of money for this election. And as their custodian, I will not let the money of the Kenyan people or the development partners go to waste anymore.